Okay, hi, I'm Mantat and I'll be facilitating today's Think-aloud usability exercise. The purpose of this evaluation is to understand how intuitive our proposed system is and observe how you interact with it. Feel free to speak your thoughts out loud as you go through each specific task that we'll be giving you. Okay, so the scenario is, imagine you are in an autonomous vehicle right now. This is actually the UI dashboard at the side, like the middle of the vehicle. It's your steering wheel. And then imagine you have like the foot pedals below you. You're basically in the driver's seat. Okay. So imagine you're using this system in a real world scenario where you're driving an autonomous vehicle with advanced settings that prioritize user safety and convenience while allowing you to reach your destination efficiently. So you'll be completing several tasks today, a total of 5. The first task is to set up the user's emergency contact and medical information. The second task is to customize the user's cruise control settings. Do you understand what cruise control is? Or
cruise control, I assume it's like making sure converting back to the autonomous mode.
No, so it's actually more like setting a general speed that your car will be driving towards. The third task is to plan a trip using the vehicle's navigation system. The fourth is to view route updates as the vehicle moves to its destination. And the final task is to activate the manual override during the ride itself. So we'll be proceeding with the first task, which is to set up the user's emergency contact and medical information.
Okay, so from this interface, I can see the emergency as depicted, so I assume I'll go click that. Okay, so to fill up, I need the keyboard. Okay, so there are empty fields, so I will key my start. Okay, and click on medical history.
It's actually a label.
Okay. So what's the task again? To fill up
the task is to fill up your emergency contact and your medical information.
My medical information.
Yeah,
so I assume the health hub I can retrieve my medical information. So I go click there.
Okay. Actually, picture up here.
Okay. So SingPass login. Scan the QR code. So I have to use my phone to scan. I assume. Okay. Scan.
Okay. Your basically asset and stuff like that. Asset whether the vehicle can retrieve your records and then bring you back to this page. Okay. That actually is the end of the first task. You successfully set up your stop. Okay, so that was the end of the first task. Okay, the second task is actually to customize your cruise control settings before setting off the ride.
Okay, so from what?
Yeah, so we'll be going back to the home page again. Sorry.
So for customization of cruise control settings, I'll take it that is under the settings then.
Okay. So this page.
Okay, so cruise control settings, I can clearly see there's a cruise control settings, so I will click on that. Okay, what's the requirements? Or just
basically, we want you to change your cruise control. What's your preference on cruise control?
what's my preference?
Yeah, and the speed limit as well of the vehicle.
Sensitivity of ACC.
ACC is automatic cruise control.
Automatic cruise control. Okay. For sensitivity wise, I'm not really sure what does low and high represents in actual how the car moves. So I'm just going to adjust the max speed to 90 and see. To medium.
This sensitivity of ACC is actually for this, and the max speed limit is actually for this thing.
Okay. Okay. I set already. See.
Okay.
Medium.
Set. Okay, can. Okay, that's the end of the second task. Alright, the third task we want you to do, we'll bring you back to the home page again. The third task we want you to do is to plan a trip using the vehicle's navigation system.
Okay, so to plan a trip, I'll take it as under the maps because it shows all the layout.
This page will show what?
Okay, so any specific location?
You keep basically a keyboard appears and you can key in your.
Okay, so I'm just gonna key a location.
Hang on. And wait up. That happens, you confirm the address and.
Okay, so I key in my address ready, so I just click on the start. Okay.
Okay. And then you start your. Once you click start, this page will appear. So that'll be the end of the third task. You successfully plan the trip or set the trip to the location. So for the fourth task, what I want you to do is actually view the route updates as the vehicle moves to its destination. So first, hang on, let me set this up first. Okay, so after you set your location and the car plans the route, this page will appear. Do you understand what the UI here is telling you first before we proceed?
No.
Okay.
Yep.
You don't understand?
Yeah, on.
The buttons don't make, the buttons icons don't make sense.
Yes.
Okay, do you understand the map now?
The map will show my current location and the route to go to the destination.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can understand the blue things?
Yes,
or-
I can understand that.
Okay. So right now the vehicle is moving to this desired location.
Okay.
And suddenly this appears. Do you understand what the icon is?
I'm assuming that the obstacle has appeared in my route.
Once that appears, basically. Okay. Then do you understand what this?
So from what I understand is there's an obstacle detector and the route is changed. The route.
Right, thank you. That's the end of the fourth task. And finally, for the fifth task, it is to activate the manual override during a ride. Seeing the UI first, do you understand how you can activate the manual override?
From this icon, I will just assume that it's the hand icon because in order to trigger the manual override, I will need my hands to be on the steering wheel. So I think it's this.
So you believe pressing this button will activate the manual override, or do you think holding the steering wheel will activate the manual override?
If you tell me just the interface, I'll assume it's this. But if you tell me overall, I'll assume it's the steering wheel.
Imagine, okay, that was from the UI side. Imagine this accident that occurred right in front of you.
Okay.
While you're in the driver's seat with the UI. How do you think you can activate the manual override? Like take control of the vehicle immediately.
I'll assume it's the steering wheel because that's my initial thought. Yes, I can divert away from anything.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Right, that is the end of our exercise. Before we end, I'd like to get feedback on the general UI layout and usability. Any feedback you'd like to provide us regarding basically the flow, any difficulties you achieved, how the UI can be better improved, or features that you are missing out on?
For this especially, maybe this can be an explanation of the sensitivity. So for example, like if low, what will happen if it, like maybe there's like a prompt that comes out. So when users toggle to this, there'll be like warning, this will might happen. And then for this, for the labels, I would prefer to be here because if it's in this.
Okay, it's confusing.
Yeah,
okay.
It can be. I thought it was like
a button
or a setting also. Then for this, I still have no idea what it really means because.
Okay, the icons and buttons are very confusing. Yeah. Okay.
Correct. And cruise control. And other than that,